Hi, it's Joey from DayJobHacks.com, and today I'm going to talk about listicles and how you can make a lot of money using listicles if you know how to make them properly. I'm going to talk about the best ways to build them and why they're so effective. Okay, so what is a listicle? A listicle is basically a list that is built in an article format, okay? So, for example, you might have seen when you're on the internet or just browsing Facebook or going on native websites and are looking at native ads, you'll see some ads that often say something like 17 tips for, lawn care, or 25 celebrities that you won't believe what they look like now, or something like that, or 17 of the coolest gadgets that you'll ever see, 12 tips for saving money. All of these are listicles, okay? So it's basically the content creator has created a list of specific items that are very interesting to people in a certain niche, okay? Now, there are certain advantages to doing this type of marketing. There are very few websites out there that do it properly, and I wanted to talk in this video about how that is done. I'm going to go into my computer here in a few minutes and show you exactly what I mean with some examples, the tools I use to actually build my listicles, and how I track them properly. Now, a lot of affiliates don't actually do listicles, mainly because it's a lot of work, it's a pain in the ass, and there's a lot of tracking involved. And so a lot of people don't take advantage of them the way they should. But really, if you are a performance marketer and you're looking to get into, different types of campaigns, this is something you really need to test. Now, there's a lot of advantages, like I said, so let me talk about a few of them. Now, first of all, I'm not talking about the certain type of listicle that you might think I am. Now, the listicles where you see like the ad, like I said earlier, where you won't believe how these 10 celebrities look after 5 years. Those types of listicles generally have a little link at the bottom of every item in the list that you have to click next to see the next page. And those are really annoying types of listicles, and people don't generally like those types of listicles. Also, the traffic sources don't generally like those types of listicles either, because you are annoying the users, and people won't typically share that kind of stuff because it is annoying and people are getting sick of it, okay? So what I'm talking about is an actual listicle where you give all of the items in your list on the actual page. Now, by doing this, not only are you going to get some search engine optimization for your website, but you're also going to have the traffic sources looking good upon you, okay? For example, Google is a great traffic source for listicles, especially if you try, an obscure niche. So, for example, if you're in let's just make up a fake niche, well, not a fake one, but like a really obscure one, like woodworking, okay? So, 17 tools you need for your woodworking shop, okay? Now you've got a listicle that you can list 17 different items in a very obscure niche, and not only will you get your search engine optimization, but you'll be able to promote this through a Google ad, whether you're an affiliate or you're a product owner, and you won't be breaking any of the terms because you're actually offering value to the reader. And that is a big thing with Google ads especially, and Facebook. Facebook will also ban your account if you look like you're running too aggressive advertorials or landing pages that are just specific to an offer. And people are wondering, why did I get banned? Well, there's a whole bunch of reasons, but it's probably just in the value of your content, and you're making people unhappy when they read your content. So if you can create a listicle that actually has value and you're showing multiple items to this user, you have a good chance of getting a conversion. Your click-through rates are going to be through the roof because people will actually click through multiple different offers. Now, this works extremely well in certain niches like e-com, for example. Especially during certain times of year. For example, Valentine's Day. Here's 14 Valentine's Day gifts that your wife will love or your girlfriend will love, okay? Or 16 of the coolest gadgets for your man during Valentine's that are definitely going to sell out. And then people see that and they go to the listicle and they look at these items and they typically will click through, okay? Whether they buy or not, that's, I guess, up to you and how you sell it. But there's a lot of clicks to the offers when you run a listicle. And so those are a few of the advantages of running a listicle over your typical advertorial or your typical landing pages. Definitely try them out. Let's get into my computer. I'm going to show you a few more items about how I build them, how I track them, and why they're so effective, okay? All right, so here we are inside my computer. I just wanted to show you something quickly here about listicles that might be interesting to you. I'm inside the Powerhouse Affiliate Premium Members area, and inside here we actually do have a couple case studies available that go into listicle building, showing the data, all the ads, all the stuff you need to know. There's one here on Google for e-com. And if you scroll up here, we also have one on Bing ads. We started this one right around the Black Friday last year, and it went well. Well, actually, at first, we used a listicle to start this, showed the data, and then inside the data, we found one other offer that really stood out in the listicle. So when using a listicle, you can actually find a lot of good offers inside your listicle that you can actually move out and start targeting those specifically in a specific landing page. And that's exactly what happened in this Big Ads White Hat Ecom offer case study, okay? So inside Powerhouse, we also have some landing page templates. So this is how you could actually start building your listicle right away. We have a few listicles in here that you can download, and then you can start tweaking. I'm gonna show you how to do that. So here's a good example, the e-commerce listicle, okay? You could just simply download this. And once you have it downloaded, if you know and already know how to build a website and you have a cPanel, if you don't have a cPanel and you don't understand how to build a website, then go to powerhouseaffiliate.com/action-plan, and it goes through all of this, how to set up your hosting, how to set up everything. Once you have your hosting account like this, you can simply come in here, click File Manager, first go into your public HTML, create a new folder, and we'll call this one Gift Ideas for Men, we'll say. And there's the folder. Now I want to open that folder and simply upload that file that I downloaded from Powerhouse Affiliate. And so here's the ecom zip. I'm going to pull that up, and I'm going to just show you basically the easy setup if you're using this type of setup. There's another way to set up these listicles that actually is also a lot easier, and I'm going to show you that setup as well. And then I'm going to show you some of the data that we received in one of our recent tests, okay? So let me just reload this page, and it should be there. There's the ecom. I'm going to extract that. And now let's reload it again. Okay, so basically here is the folder. So it will be located at my domain name /giftideasformen/ecom. Okay, so let's just go there now and show you the website. I've already got it up here, so I'm just going to bring it here. Here is the website. Okay, so here's I've actually tweaked this one. Okay. It's the exact same thing you would see, I guess, if you were to do this and upload it yourself, but then you can go in and edit it, okay? So what I'm basically doing here is I have, as you can see, I have a solid headline. It's based around a certain time of year. This was a Christmas one we did that will, 20 amazing gift ideas that will sell out before Christmas. This will work for any type of year or any type of event, during the year. You could say something like 20 amazing gift ideas for Valentine's, birthday gift ideas, and the list goes on and on and on. So in your ad groups, when you're setting up ads, like in our case studies that we show, we set up ad groups, and you can set up, an ad group for just birthday type of keywords. So you could have a landing page or a listicle that comes and 20 amazing birthday gift ideas for dad, birthday gift ideas for mom, for your sister, for your brother, and just constantly, it's really an endless stream of ideas. And all of these pages could be on one single website that is catered to search engine optimization. So you're building a listicle website, you're getting SEO, but at the same time you can buy traffic and you can build out a large website selling multiple different products. Now the products here are CPA offers. You can get them anywhere. We do have a CPA network again, for anyone that knows our service. I'm not going to talk about that right now, but there's multiple CPA networks out there you can join that have these products. They own them, and you can get direct access to these offers. Just search on the internet, e-com networks or CPA networks that have e-com offers, and you're going to find them. Why do I run e-com over Amazon offers? Well, or why do I run the CPA over Amazon? Well, if I was to sell, say, something like this watch, for example, it would cost about $120 for the user to buy it. If I sold it through Amazon, I'd make maybe $10 in a commission. If I sell it through a CPA network, they're going to give me $60 or $70. They're going to give me almost more than half than what the customer is actually buying, because these companies have very robust systems in place to monetize their back end, okay? So they're making a lot more money. They're giving me a lot more cut to get them front end users, okay? That is why these are all CPA offers. Then make sure, if you don't run CPA offers and you're running Amazon, then paid traffic probably will not work for you because you're just not making enough commission. So keep that in mind, okay? So now let's just go in there and edit it just quickly and show you what I'm doing. I use CPV Lab. You can use BMob as well. Those are two tracking platforms that you can use to set up your tracking. Now, each one of these offers on here will have a link out, and each one is identified in my tracker as, offer 1, offer 2, offer 3, and each link will have offer ID equals 1, offer ID equals 2, and this is done through a third-party tracker. This way you can see all the data. I'm going to show you what I mean here in a second. But let's just say I want to edit that. I can just come into here and I can edit the index file, click edit, and this will allow me to edit. Now you don't have to be a coder to do this. Don't get scared here. Just hold on a second here. What you're looking for is basically the links out, and you want to change these. As you can see right here, all the things that say href. You can even do a search. If you just select ahref equals that little section and hit Control H, it's going to bring up this little thing over here on the right, and now you can find all the places that is called, and you need to basically edit this link right here to your own tracking link. And as you can see, I have in BMob, it works the same way as it works for CPV Lab, which I'm going to show you CPV Lab in a second. But every one of these, this is offer 3, you come down, this is offer 4, offer 5, so on and so on and so on, and you're going to edit each one of those and get your own offers. So you need to source the offers first, edit these. If you want, you can edit the wordings right here. You can change the wordings. Just don't change anything in blue, basically, okay? Most of the time, or blue or this green here, these are all code that make the page work. But all of this black text here, most of the time can be changed. So if you change something, hit save, go back to your website, refresh, and see if it's actually still working. If not, come back in here and hit the undo button. And before time, with more practice, before you know what I mean, with a lot of practice, you're going to be able to come in and edit these landing pages quickly, on the fly, and split test multiple different listicles, okay? Now that is one way to set up your listicle, okay? The other way, before we get into the CPV Lab stats and tracking, the other way I build listicles is I use OptimizePress. It is so much easier, okay? OptimizePress 3.0. I say this a lot, and it's because I use it every single day, okay? Let me show you an example. Here we are inside the dayjobhacks.com WordPress installation. Again, if you don't know how to install WordPress, you don't know how to set this up, go to powerhouseaffiliate.com/action-plan, and you'll see this set up step by step in video format. Now over here on the left, I've installed OptimizePress 3, and what I can do is I can create a new page. Now let's just say I wanted to do a campaign around 17 of the absolute must-have affiliate marketing tools that will make you rich, whatever, I could come in here and I could build it out using one of these templates, okay? So they don't have a listicle template yet, but it's very easy to turn these into a listicle, okay? So you find one that has a nice headline set up here, coming in here, here's one here. So you would use this template, and let's just say 17 affiliate tools that will make you rich, okay? So let's just use that, create the page, Okay, so here we are. Now basically what I would do is I would give it a good headline. Like I said, 17 of the best affiliate tools, whatever. I'm not going to get into the building a landing page completely here, but you can come in here and we're going to delete this section here. And what we want to do is we basically just want to use the template here, okay? So we're going to come in here and say number 1. You need Aweber, okay? Aweber email marketing. There's the first tool. Now you're going to write your list. You're going to add an image, put your link here, link out. And then once you're done this one, it's super easy to just take this whole section and duplicate it. Okay? Now come down here, change this to number 2. And we'll call this one SEM Rush. Okay? There we go. We're going to write all that. And we're going to have a listicle here with 17 items that will all pay a commission if I get people to join. I'm going to tell people why Aweber is great, why is SEM Rush great, why is all, etc. You get the point here, okay? You can change this wording here, obviously, change the bottom down here to your website, make it look professional, and away you go. Just like that. Okay, so now let's get into CPV Lab. Here we are in CPV Lab. I want to show you a little bit about the tracking when you're setting up your CPV Lab or whatever tracking platform you are going to use. It's very important to have the tracking set up properly. So in CPV Lab, you can add a campaign here, and what you're going to be doing is setting up a multiple options. The same thing applies for any other tracking platform out there. There's different types of campaigns you can have. Direct link and landing page is your typical advertorial or your typical affiliate website. Multiple options means you're going to have multiple different options on your website page so that when people come, obviously you have a listicle, you have multiple different options. Now, if you come down here to the bottom where it has offer settings, actually we'll start with landing pages. So you'll have your landing page link right here in your URL. You can have a test 1 and a test 2. I always split test, so just so you know, you should be split testing your listicles if you're running paid traffic. So that's what I do, and typically when I find a winner, I will set this to 90% and 10% on the new test. Now down below here, you're going to see that you can now start adding offers. In CPV Lab, you can add option 1. So this would be the first offer on the listicle. I would put the name of it, say it's the keyless entry offer here. Here's the network link, so whatever CPA network you're getting it from, put that URL right there. And then you need to put ID number 1 here. Share is 100% and the payout for that particular offer. The same applies for offer 2, going through the entire list, okay? Now, once you go to put your links onto your page, you come down here and you find the link, okay? You get your edit landing page offer links. You're going to take that link, and let's say this is offer number 1, so I'm going to set up Aweber in CPV Lab. Then I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to set this to a link. Basically, now I have COG ID 1, okay? And I can open this. This is very important. Make sure you set this to open in a new window or tab. Make sure you do that for all of the links on your listicles, because what happens is it opens the page when they click on it in a new tab, and this original page will stay open. That's extremely important, okay? I'm going to tell you why here by showing you some data. So I'll set this as no follow because I'm going to set it up for SEO. And let's just hit save. Now if I was to do SEM Rush here, I would set that up in CPV Lab as offer 2. And again, put my link in and do the same exact thing, except this time I'm going to put COGID equals 2 and open in a new window. And there you go. Save. Boom. We're ready to go. Now, let's look at some of the data, and then we'll open the floor for questions. If you have comments or anything like that, please post them below on maybe some tips and tricks that you use for building your own listicles. Now let's go back into CPV Lab quickly and have a look at why it's important to make sure people are opening new windows. Now this was a recent test we did on a traffic source that allows search ads. It was a Bing test, and what you can see here is that the landing pages got very high LP click-through rates. We don't have the cost and the conversions updated here, but what we were testing is the actual landing pages, okay? So we had 82% click-through rate on test 1 and 69% click-through on test 2. So that's the importance of split testing your landing pages. Now, if we look at some of the keywords, you're going to see some keywords had over 100% click-through. Gadgets and gizmos, 11 visitors, 17 click-throughs. That means people were visiting and clicking multiple different offers. They were clicking almost 2 offers each. And the only way that would happen is if we opened the link in a new tab every time they clicked, because then they could go back to the page and click on another offer, okay? So as you can see, Geek Gadgets got 154 click-through rate, 200% click-through rate, 350% click-through rate. There's some here that are just ridiculous, okay? So that's what brings up your click-through rates, and you're going to get a ton of clicks to your offers. That's why it's super important to test your listicles. Make sure you find something that works. So if you want more information, you want to see the ads, you want to see the setup in traffic sources, you want to see all that great stuff, again, come in, check out the case studies here. We have set up a bunch. We have new case studies coming all the time, Inside Power's affiliate, and you'll be able to see exactly what we're doing, okay? So that is why you need to test a listicle today. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe and like the channel and share it with your friends. Why not? Okay? Talk to you later.